Yeah,
I
these
mean, we
round
know
earthers.
this.
Round
Yeah,
earthers are
round
psychos.
earthers.
Bunch of psychos.
You know, they need to start. We need to start a new movement called the square earthers.
I
Like the
can't
Earth is
disprove it.
square. No, no one can disprove anything
From where
anymore.
I sat.
Yeah.
I mean, what if it changes shapes? What if it's a constantly changing shape, like a biblically accurate angel?
Do you think that biblically accurate angels change shapes and forms?
Yeah. Usually they're kind of like an eyeball with about 9 sets of wings and possibly wheels that also have eyeballs.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right?
That is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would actually like to see one of these things. I wonder if anyone that listens to Accelerativ Thrust has
seen a biblically accurate angel.
Yeah. Let us know. I would really like to hear your story if that's the case.
Yeah, I would like to hear that too.
Well, greetings, citizens of Earth. Welcome to Accelerativ Thrust. I'm Dan.
And I'm Erik, biblically accurate Erik.
And we are actually going to be talking to a couple of awesomely accurate people.
Mm-hmm. That's accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate. What should we say? An awesomely awesome band?
Yeah, they're an awesomely awesome band.
Yeah,
that's true.
Great musicians, friends of the show.
Yeah.
Nonnie Parry from the Quad Cities. I'm excited, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands.
Yeah, they've been I mean, I think I saw them first like a long time ago. I can't even remember. But I think they play like, in different incarnations, and they kind of switch things up a little bit. And I don't think they're married to any idea of what Nonnie Parry is or could be. And that's one of the things I really respect about them.
Yeah, me too. Okay. They're here.
They're here. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us on.
I'm excited to have you, man. So I don't know. I guess I will get right into it. Billy, obviously you and we've known each other for a long time. Billy was in a bunch of bands and I'm pretty much familiar with all of them, but Nonnie Parry is what we're talking about presently. So how did Nonnie Parry form, and where does the name Nonnie Parry come from?
It's from the Poseidon Adventure, the movie from the 70s it's like Titanic, pre-Titanic. It's like a shipwreck film, but we hadn't seen the movie until like maybe at least 5 years after we'd been a band.
I think I found the movie in the trash and then we watched it.
Did you put it back in the trash, or was it pretty good?
Oh, it's a good one.
I don't know.
It's a cult classic.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's about a cruise boat that capsizes and everybody's inside it upside down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah.
Nonnie Parry is kind of insufferable.
Yeah, she's a terrible character in the movie.
She was like annoying, but I mean, I kind of relate to her.
She was like the pissy pop star that's working on the cruise boat for some reason.
In the movie, she's like a busy pop.
She's like a psychedelic pop star or something that's on the boat.
Not to spoil it, but I think she's one of the only characters that lives.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, now we don't have to see it, so that's good.
Yeah. No.
I think
I mean, I wouldn't waste your time.
they remade it. Yeah.
How did you all get started?
Go ahead.
Well, she had a band called the Wimps, and then they broke up, and then we started playing together.
Sweet.
Basically,
Yeah. Yeah. We recorded an album in the attic of the house venue Swag City that we were living at.
This band, it was a split with this band, the Hex, and then they put it out, and then they re-released it without us because they got like big or something, like pseudo buzz band.
Yeah, and they were like, we can't re-release this.
Yeah, they were trying really hard to be cool. I don't even know if they're still around.
Yeah, and you probably carried them at first, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but their side was way more produced than ours, so I think that was the main reason.
But we've come full circle since then, because after like almost 15 years of recording, we realized that we should just be recording at home.
Speaking of recording, you guys have a new release out, and that's sort of a collection of singles. Is that right?
None of those are new. We started recording at Electrical Audio earlier this year, and we finished recording some of those songs, like mixing and stuff, at Flat Black. And I want to release kind of like a compilation. I don't know if it'll be a 7-inch or larger. It just depends on how many songs, but I want to release kind of like a compilation of songs by the end of the year. So I just kind of started like doing that.
Cool.
So those will probably be on it with more songs, but I was like just trying to get them out there. Well, basically what happened is we recorded at Electrical Audio, and I was trying to like re-record songs and record new songs and record like a full-length album. And then I realized that I liked the old recordings of most of the songs that we re-recorded. So there's maybe only like 3 songs out of like 11 that we recorded that I want to keep. So I was like, why not just release a comp of all the songs I actually like? Yeah,
that sounds great.
It was a long, expensive way to figure that out, but
was it cool to work there though?
It was really fun. It was like a vacation. Place, yeah, it was like
a haunted recording studio.
It reminded me of like some kind of weird Willy Wonka experience. Like you walk through all of these different spaces to get to the space, and it smells like coffee in there. And I don't know, it was really fun, and we had a good time. We were there for 2 days, so we didn't have enough time. Probably if we had more time, I would have been happier with things, but I'm just like a psychopath.
Was that, how long ago was that you guys recorded there at Electrical Audio?
It was at the end of February.
Oh, okay, so fairly recently. Cool.
Yeah.
So I have a weird question. Did you use your own gear? Did you bring your own gear, or did you use anything there? Because I know they have a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, we used all of our own stuff, and they were kind of like, wow, we're surprised you're not using. Did you use something?
Yeah, I used Steve Albini's personal preamp.
Oh, yeah, the Satan.
Nice. Some weird thing.
Wow.
Yeah, they were cool. Yeah, you gotta use this, but we didn't record there because of that guy. We just recorded there because of this Jeremy guy we wanted to record. That he recorded Fork Knife Spoon, and he does a lot of like experimental pop music and stuff. So we wanted to record with him, and he just happened to record at that place. And Steve Albini died, so they're I think trying to record there a lot to keep it going.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But Jeremy was really cool. We just wanted to. It was Jeremy Lemos. We wanted to record with him, and he was really fun and good. Probably one of my favorite people to record with. So it was like a good experience. But yeah, I used, there was like a reverb plate in their room that I utilized, but that was about it. I think they have a bunch of stuff we didn't see. Like there's
we're just busy trying to get done just in the control room kind of.
Yeah, but there's like a basement or something.
Yeah.
Full of equipment that we didn't go into.
Erik and I were just kind of discussing this too. Like we both kind of noticed that there's kind of a lot of different versions of Nonnie Parry kind of that we've kind of seen throughout the years. Like I remember the first time I saw you were a 3-piece with a bass player, and Billy, you were playing drums, and Rae, you were guitar and vocals. But then I know that you guys have incorporated like electronics and drum machines and things like that since then. Is that kind of done kind of by like necessity, or just like you guys are just into trying new things, or a combination of both? Or
I feel like it's partially necessity, but I think we're just in our decrepit drum machine era. I just really like music like that, and we're both like Magnetic Fields fans.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that was one of your favorite albums in our 150th 69 Love Songs.
Yeah. So
absolutely incredible.
I feel like I personally have always wanted to use drum machines and stuff because I think they sound cool, and I kind of like wanted to use them for a while, but I don't really know how to use them. And then I discovered like the Select rhythm drum machines, and I was like, oh, I could just like press a button
Yeah, those are different than the '80s ones. Yeah, you can't program them, and their synthesizers are not. Their percussion synthesizers not drum samples like the '80s ones.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like different than a regular drum machine. That, they're those organ drum machines.
Yeah, I'm going to ask more about gear later. Don't worry, but
Yeah. I kind of thought, I mean, we've kind of realized that we probably work best as a two-piece just because of like logistics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like in my mind, I was thinking that we could do more like musically if Billy could play keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of doing the same stuff. But tonally, it's expanded our tone. It's
Nice.
still minimal. Like we're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
You guys have this like sound that you guys get that, I don't know, it's like pretty hypnotic actually. Like even the way you guys play without the electronic element almost kind of conveys that anyway. Kind of like a shoegaze goth element.
Yeah.
How did you get started in music? Like when you were young, how did that start?
But I was in band. I played euphonium when I was a kid.
Cool.
I got kicked off the bus for it, and then I met punk rockers, and then quit.
And then you were corrupted ever since, man.
Yeah.
I took guitar lessons as a kid, and I've also always just really been into like pop music and like reading lyrics and stuff like that. I think I remember when I was like 9, my mom took me to buy CDs for my birthday with like the booklets, and then I just like have been obsessively like reading lyrics and stuff. I feel like that's probably more important than like any sort of like instrumental thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like singer-songwriter stuff in like high school, and then but I've just always been more like lyrically based music wise.
What's your approach? And I guess this is a question for both of you, but what's your approach to like writing music?
I usually just have like an idea for like something that I want to write a song about, and then I usually come up with the lyrics and like the melody at the same time in my head, and then try to find the melody on the guitar. And then Billy adds, like, it would be like adding drums or adding keyboard now.
Rachel's the band leader. It's her band, and she's the leader. So I follow the lead.
I've been trying to write this song about Billy's brother going to the movies for like a year. And I have like the lyrics and the melody and stuff in my head, and I've tried to like match the music to it, and I haven't done it in like a satisfying way yet, but I'll eventually do it. And then I'm not going to tell Ian that we wrote a song about him, and then he'll eventually just be like, what? What is this?
Do you think he'll figure it out, or is there like an obvious title you have in mind where he'll like figure it out that it's about him?
It's going to be called Ian's at the Cinema. And the chorus.
He goes to the movies a lot.
Yeah.
More than you should.
So you guys mentioned the magnetic fields as an influence. What are some other influences individually and collectively that inspired you and inspire what Nonnie Parry does?
I thought about this. So like I feel I've thought about this like a lot too in the past. So I feel like I already have like I'm always like, what is it? Like what am I trying to do? But I feel like it's like a mix of like Nico, Jesus and Mary Chain and like TSOL. But we have other mutual like musical interests.
I've never been to Beach Boys.
Yeah.
That's a good favorite band to have.
Yeah, Rachel's tolerance of that is one of the reasons we're married.
But I'm kind of obsessed with Brian Wilson stuff. I like it. I feel like I want to be like Brian Wilson or something.
The tragedy. Yeah, but talk about a show, they're playing at Riot Fest. Mike Love will be at Riot Fest, and I think it's going to be a hostile crowd. So
wow.
I want to take acid, go to it, and get arrested. But fun fact about the Beach Boys, they're only one of those big bands. I don't know, they call them like the Beatles and the Beach Boys. I don't know what you categorize those. but they're the only one that recorded an album in Iowa.
Oh yeah, which album was that?
Yeah. MIU. It's in the late 70s. It sucks, and they record in Fairfield
at Maharishi International University.
Yeah, that's what it's named after. And it's because Dennis Wilson was when he's on drugs, and they record there to get away from California. It was in the winter. I guess it was real miserable.
So I have a question, and this is a magnetic fields question again. Just out of curiosity, what is your favorite song off of 69 Love Songs for both of you?
Oh my God. The one that's stuck in my head right now is Meaningless.
That's a great one.
I've had that like on repeat lately. I had the first CD when I was younger, so I know most of the songs on there. Meaningless is from one of like the second or third or something, right? But so most of the songs that I like are on the first one, and I like the song where he talks about like smoking clove cigarettes and drinking vermouth. What is that?
I Don't Want to Get Over You.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorites.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Absolutely Cuckoo, I think, just because I've heard it like a million times because it's the first song on
Great opener.
And then I like the one where they're like, oh, the one you really love. That's the name of the song, right? The one you really love.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that whole sound of. I only liked the band because when I was a kid, I looked up the music from Pete and Pete.
Oh, yes.
Band.
Yes.
So I like that, and I really like Polaris, and I like the Gothic Archies, which I think is like a side project. And then,
that's one of his.
All that kind of stuff, all that sound. But I don't know whether it's some kind of wave of indie rock. I grew up and always resented indie rock, kind of, but I always liked that stuff. That whole sound though is good. But it's not real. I guess it's considered indie, but it's like kind of different than it. I guess it's like lo-fi indie from the.
It's like
90s.
twee.
Twee, yeah. I never heard twee until I met Rachel.
Yeah, I was onto twee like in my high school years.
Yeah, I guess I was there, but I never heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different definitions of twee, kind of like beat happening.
Yeah.
They're kind of considered like the.
I feel like beat happening's inspirational too for us, probably.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see that a little bit in you guys too. Like, the sort of like, I definitely see like a twee pop. I think it makes total sense. And then the sort of the idea of kind of like making more with less, going back to minimalism. Is that kind of been like a vision that you guys had from the start, or did it just kind of end up that way, do you think?
I feel like probably from the start, the minimalist thing.
Yeah. Well, we used to drive to our shows in a taxi cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't have a snare stand. I just had like a laundry basket.
Or like take a bus.
And I'd carry all the drums in the laundry basket, and then the taxi guy would be like,
not a laundry basket, a shopping cart.
Well, no, take the stuff in a shopping cart by the laundry basket for my snare stand. Because it's like hard to get stuff in Chicago, like a pain in the ass, and then we didn't have a lot of money, and then we played these shows, and we lived in Pilsen, which was like, it's like out of the way compared to where all the other stuff is. So the cab drivers never want to give you a ride. And once they see you bring the equipment out, they get super pissed and start yelling at you. And a lot of times they drive off.
Oh, we had a cab driver one time who saw us getting the equipment out, and he acted like his car broke down.
Yeah, and then he drove off. He's like, sorry, my car's broke, and then he drove off.
And then he drove off.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great way to get somebody to not get in your car.
Wow.
Yeah.
When we asked on the questionnaire what other local things or projects you might want to talk about, you brought up Blue Movies, which is really interesting. I met Bryant a long time ago. And then I would see him periodically. I'd see Brian at other things. And then all of a sudden, it was just like over. Do you guys know anything about?
He's kind of like Mr. Tasty on Pete and Pete. Nobody knows where he is. But
wow.
First of all,
that is such a great character.
Realizing now, I think that Eric, you and we all know each other because of Bryant, because he books that show at Gabe's.
Yeah, my kind of like noise project improv kind of thing? We played together.
Our first like interaction. But he
moved away and he doesn't want to be found.
Yeah.
There was like a thing put on the internet that he was missing that one of his ex roommate or whatever put on the internet. And the cop said, no, he just doesn't want to be found. We need him in Davenport because we don't have the noise guy on the street anymore, and everybody.
Right.
It sucks. It sucks without him here. He's like such a wonderful person and artist, and there's been like something missing, but definitely like Blue Movies. Even I feel like he's been gone for about a year, but that's one of our favorite like local artists or acts.
So where do we go from here?
I gotta ask my obligatory gear questions.
Oh yeah.
So
let's into it.
So the drum machines you said are rhythm machines. I'll try to be more accurate. Is that the only one that you guys use at this point?
You got a bunch of them.
No, I have a bunch of them. So I think the one, so it's the Suicide one is, so what's it called? Is it called Select Rhythm? So they either make them by Seberg, like the jukebox company, or Goldbranson, and then mine is the Goldbranson one, but it's like the same thing. Just it's like some generic drum machine with like a different name on it. But nice. I think it's this Goldbranson Select Rhythm. There's like a couple songs on there right now that I'm using that for. The problem is that all of these Select Rhythm drum machines only have so many beats, and we have like so many songs. So for like a set for a show, I usually need to bring like multiple drum machines. So we use that one, and then I have two from Sears. There's like it's the Sears Rhythmatic 1, and then the Sears Rhythmatic 2, which are similar to the Goldbranson one, but you can't play two beats at once.
Oh.
And then I got the Korg Rhythm 33. I think it's KR 33. It's the same thing. It's like a synthesizer based like drum machine, like rhythm selector.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Because I got all these other ones, and a lot of the beats are like samba and stuff like that. Like I was saying, so I was like, I need to find one of these drum machines that sounds like this, but with like pop and rock beats, and or like more rock beats, because a lot of the old ones have rock beats, like the Sears ones have rock beats, but the Korg one has pop, disco, and rock beats on it.
Nice.
So yeah, and then I think that's it for those kinds of drum machines. Then I have a Boss like DR 550 or something that I programmed like one beat on. That's the Terror in the Night beat. It's like the only beat that I've successfully programmed.
Cool.
I don't know how to like really use that stuff. I don't know how to save the beat. So for our last show, I programmed the beat, and then we recorded it on a tape, and then we just played like the tape off of a 4-track.
Nice. So Billy, you're playing it's synthesizer now currently, is that right?
Like a Casio, I don't know, keyboard. It's like some kind of.
It's like the Casio.
It's a Ghostbusters keyboard. It's the one they use on the Ghostbusters theme.
It's one of the. It's like a 202 Casio.
Before, when they still used like wood and stuff before they became just the like wood.
It looks like fancier.
It's like one of the earlier Casio tones.
Yeah.
It's more like a serious one.
Okay.
It was expensive when it came out.
It has band onion.
Yeah, it's got band onion.
What's band onion?
It's like it's apparently like a small accordion.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Oh, okay. I had one more question about gear. You use Trainer amps. Did you just happen to land on that amp and like the sound of it, or did you try out a bunch of stuff?
We bought one at Goodwill.
Nice. That's sweet.
Yeah.
And then someone sold us the other one.
Yeah, we bought the bass amp one at Goodwill, and then someone
like $30.
Yeah, nice. I think it was like $35 to $45.
And I was like, oh, that looks cool. I didn't know anything about Trainer amps.
And then someone saw our amp when we were at Roz Talks, I think, playing a show, and he was like, Oh, I have the matching guitar amp to that, and then he sold it to us for like $50.
Nice.
But I really like them.
Cool. And do you actually use your signature chorus pedal, the AI?
Oh,
girlfriend?
yeah.
Yeah?
I'm
Nice.
Vex-brained up.
Nice.
Yeah, Ian, Billy's brother, is always like making fun of me when he does sound for us. It's usually whenever at Raw Sox because he's like, this is like, I don't know, Vex brain worship. But yeah, I have been going back and forth between one of his fuzz pedals and then this Earthquaker Devices fuzz pedal. I don't know which one I like more. I like them both, so I've been going back and forth between those, and then like a splitter from Vex Brain, and then the AI Girlfriend pedal.
Nice. Cool. Thanks for going into such detail. I guess we have to get it out of the way. Also, do you play a lead 2 or is it a duosonic? Or is it neither of those?
It's a duosonic.
Okay, cool.
That's
Thanks.
the guitar that I learned guitar on when I was a kid.
I love duosonics.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my gear worship's over. We can talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. People always get mad because I step on my guitar and they're like, how could you step on your duosonic guitar? And then I step on it more.
Yeah, because it's yours. That's
yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a question. So Erik and I kind of have this segment where we talk about what we've been listening to this week.
Hell yeah.
And I'd like to know, is Nonnie Parry listening to anything cool this week by any chance?
No. Actually, most of what I've been listening to is probably not cool, but our 9-year-old daughter likes this guy, Alex G.
Alex G. Yeah. I've heard
yeah. of him. It's not cool. It's really good, but she's been listening to him, and then I've been listening to like 3 of his songs that she likes. Harvey is one, Treehouse is one, and then I like this song called Race, but I've been listening to those a lot. I guess it's not cool because they're like songs that are in like the background of like TikTok videos and stuff. It's like new popular internet music, but that's what I'm listening to. It's not local or cool. Mm-hmm. I did this is not, I think this is like the wrong segment to say this, but I just wanted to name drop, aside from Blue Movies, some other cool like local people that's not music, but just like artist type people that I'm into right now is I've been obsessed with like how obsessed with making video art Lucas Burns is. Mm-hmm. And then also person Josh Taylor, who's been doing video stuff. He did the video at the happening that Erik played. It's Video cool. Malware by Josh Taylor. He's been doing like a bunch of video art and stuff. So it's not music, but I guess it goes along with like Ian's at the cinema, just like video worship lately. But yeah, cool. So those are 2 cool things. But Alex G is just some TikTok nonsense.
There was something else I was going to ask you. Oh yeah.
Well, let's ask Billy what he's been listening to.
Oh yeah, Billy. We didn't forget about you, man.
Yeah. Have you been listening to anything cool this week?
I found about what's that Japanese guy? It's electronic music, but it seems like Totemkin or something. I was listening. I made
It's like Japanese electronic music.
Yeah, I was like listening to Wendy Carlos station, and then I went to that.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, but late at night I listen to that kind of stuff. Was that one? The guy, a 3-part harmony. The guy wrote. I was listening to that guy too. The guy wrote the Rainbow Connection and Old Fashioned Love Song. I like 70s pop and stuff. You know what I mean? Like.
It's amazing stuff. I heard, Ray, that you're going to possibly be doing a duet with this guy I know named Eric Whitaker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to weasel my way in.
It's on the horizon. Well, we've been talking about, we need to do some kind of, it should be our goal in the next year to make some kind of song together.
I just think we share darkness, and that's fun.
I wouldn't say songwriter. I don't know how you write songs, but just like I see similarities between like our songs in the way that they're structured and delivered and all that.
I definitely see it. You guys should if you guys do an album, you should call it Shared Darkness.
Oh yeah,
That's not bad. Usually I don't agree with Dan's ideas at all, but that was pretty good.
We probably have to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
well,
perfectly fine.
we were completely off the rails anyway.
This is fun though. I could sit here and do this for another hour. But
Absolutely.
So really fast, if you have time, can you tell us if you have any upcoming shows or where people can find your stuff?
Oh yeah, so if you are in the Quad City area or Iowa area, our probably only show we're playing this summer is, what day is it? Is it August 19th? What day is the Queer show?
17th.
We're playing with the Queers on August 17th.
Oh wow,
at
Cool.
Bootleg Hill in Davenport.
Mhm.
I guess this is too late for that, but I really like pop punk. I guess that's why I'm like a pop punk head. But yeah, we're playing with the Queers on August 17th.
Yep, it's a Sunday.
At Bootleg Hill. It's a Sunday. And then we're playing in Chicago at the Burlington on June 19th with some cool bands, including Toski and Teclado. Other than that, I have like a 7-inch that I'm selling. If people want it, they can get a hold of me in person or internet. It's an old 7-inch. Eric has it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it, Dan.
No, I don't. I want one.
Or there's our internet stuff is I have like a link tree on Instagram, and like anything that is of use to anyone is on there.
And it's Nonnie Parry is real. Is that
Yeah,
right?
the Instagram is Nonnie Parry is real. Because I got hacked.
Oh, I hate that.
Well, we'll let you guys go, but thank you so much for being on. It was
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. This was a blast. I really enjoyed talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
Fun.
Well,
Cool interview.
that was a really, really fun conversation. So, Hey, Eric.
Yes.
What have you been listening to this week?
What have I been listening to? Well, more of the same. Unlistenable, terrifying noise for the most part. I've been listening to a record called Lockstep Blood War, and that's by a group called Sightless Pit, and it's really, really good. It has a lot of things, hip hop and like death, ambient and industrial, and it's really, really good. I can't push it any more than that, I guess, really. And I've been listening to a record called Coptic Light by Morton Feldman. It's kind of like new music or like classical sort of, but real strange. I've been listening to Terry Riley. I don't know. Oh, there was one other thing. A record called You May Feel Some Pressure by a group called Spit Mask. It's super intense and super good. That's about it, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I've been listening to an album. I ran into a friend of the show, MJ Dunlap, the other day, and he recommended this record from this artist called Rattlesnake Milk. And the name of the record is Chicken Fried Snake. And it pretty much is it's very country, like influenced, kind of reverb, like, feel to it. So I don't know. I'm thinking something like a Dwight Yoakam or Sun Volt type stuff.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
I've been listening to Ben Queller. I revisited his first album, Shaw Shaw, which I think is one of the most underrated albums of like the early 2000s that came out. And then I've also revisited another band that I forgot how awesome they were, The Hives.
Oh, yeah, The Hives.
Vinny Vidi Vicious. And other than that, I mean, Morphine, which I know I've been listening to Morphine for the last 3 weeks. And that's probably, I don't know, I'm just on a Morphine kick. The Butthole Surfers, been listening to them a lot, and then Beck. That's pretty much it. And so
pretty good time, good interview. It was
definitely
fun. So go to Nonnie Parry is Real on Instagram. They also have a Bandcamp, which has a lot of stuff on it, and check them out live if you can. But yeah, if you want to get a hold of us, Dan, you're better at this part, I think.
You can message us at email or Instagram. The email is accelerativ.thrust@gmail.com. Make sure you leave the E off of Accelerativ. And then when you're searching for the Instagram, if you haven't followed us yet, you should follow us.
Yeah,
we're on all the streaming platforms, and we'll take any and all questions, comments, or complaints.
Yeah, or suggestions. Yeah,
or suggestions or anything. Yes,
reviews, or tell us to check out your band or whatever. We want to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice. Well, I guess. Should let the people go.
Yeah, this is about time. It's time for our dinner, guys.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Dinner time.
We're waiting for the dinner bell to do the bell thing. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Bye. All right.
With about 9 sets of wings and possibly wheels that also have eyeballs.
Wow.